How to determine liability in a personal injury accident. Welcome to today's session. Today we will explore how to determine liability in a personal injury accident. Personal injury case can be quite complex, and it is important to understand the step involved in identifying who is responsible for an accident. Whether it is a car crash, a slip and fall, or an accident at work, determining liability can make a big difference in how the case is handled. Liability is the legal responsibility for the harm caused to another person. In personal injury case, the person found liable must compensate the injured party for their damage, which might include medical expense, lost wage, pain and suffering, and other losses. Now, let's walk through the key steps involved in determining liability in personal injury accident. Step 1. Understand the concept of negligence. The first thing to know when determining liability is the concept of negligence. Negligence refers to the failure to exercise a reasonable standard of care, resulting in harm to others. For someone to be held liable in a personal injury case, you must prove that they acted negligently. For example, in a car accident, if the driver was spending or texting while driving, they may be considered negligent. The same principle applied in other situations, such as property owner failing to repair a dangerous condition on their premises. In general, negligence involves four key elements: duty of care. The responsible party had a duty of act in a way that would not harm others. Breach of duty. The responsible party failed to meet this duty. Caution. The breach of duty directly caused the injury. Damage. The injured party suffered harm as a result. And step 2 is identify the responsible party. Next, it is important to identify who is at fault. In some cases, liability is clear. For example, in a rear-end car accident, the driver who hit the car in front may automatically be considered at fault. However, in other cases, liability can be more complicated. Here are some common parties who might be responsible for an accident. Drivers. In motor vehicle accident, the driver who caused the accident is typically responsible. However, in some cases, more than one driver may share the blame. Property owners. If an injury occurred due to hazardous condition on someone's property, example, a slippery floor or broken stair, the property owner could be held liable. Employer. If the injury happened in a work-related situation, the employer may be liable. This especially if the accident was caused by unsafe working condition. Manufacturers. In cases of product defect that cause injury, the manufacturer or designer may be held responsible. Step 3 is gather evidence. To determine liability, you must gather evidence that support your claim. The more evidence you have, the stronger your case will be. Evidence could include witness statement, eyewitnesses who saw the accident occur can provide crucial testimony. Police report. In car accident, police report often contain important detail about the scene and the parties involved. And medical records. Documentation of injuries help establish the extent of harm caused by the accident. Photograph. Photo of the accident scene, injuries and damage can be compliant evidence. Expert testimony. In some cases, expert may be called in to offer their opinion about the cause of the accident. Step 4 is investigate the circumstances. Understanding the context and circumstances surrounding the accident is crucial in determining liability. You will need to consider the scene. What exactly happened at the scene of the accident? Did the responsible party follow the law, or were they distracted, careless, or reckless? Weather condition. In a car accident, weather condition can play a role. For example, ice road may contribute to a crash, but it is important to assess if the driver was driving too fast for the condition. A state different law that govern liability. Some states follow a comparative negligence rule, meaning each party's degree of fault is determining and damage are adjusted accordingly. Others follow a contributory negligence rule, where if you are even slightly at fault, you may not be able to recover damage. To summarize, determining liability in a personal injury accident is a multi-step process that involves understanding negligence, identifying the responsible party, gathering evidence, investigating the circumstances, and understanding the legal implication. Where, while each case is unique, this general principle will guide you in figuring out who is liable. If you or someone you know has been involved in a personal injury accident, it is essential to consult with a legal professional who can evaluate the specific of the case and ensure that you receive the compensation you deserve. Thanks for watching us today and stay safe out here.